Testing. Testing. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Anyone? All right. You're going to try this. I believe my sound is working. Oh my goodness. Streaming is so difficult for me. Okay. Can I play my own music without getting banned anymore? Yay! Hey, Fuzzy. Man, I had to get a new computer because my old one crashed and I almost lost a whole pile of stuff. So when it was at the shop, I bought a new computer, and my old one's still schizophrenic, and so I've been just unloading everything off of my old computer to my new one. But I got a Mac Mini, which doesn't have a camera, it doesn't have a microphone, it doesn't have anything. And then my old mic stopped working, so it's just been kind of a month of computer nightmares. And I assumed if I start streaming, I can just do it like I did before. But then, of course, nothing's working. So anyway, that's why I'm all stressed out about streaming. Hopefully this sounds decent. It's just my computer audio from my old computer, my old schizophrenic computer. Oh, now that I have audio, I guess I could invite people, can't I? I don't even know where my computer mic is. I had this old Yeti mic that I really liked. It was an old version with the THX certified blah, blah, blah. And then it recently stopped working. So, trying to get a new one, I found that they don't have that same kind anymore. And so I went on eBay and I found one for like $30. And so I was like, cool, I'll get a working old one, just like my old one. And this is the first time I've tried it. And it doesn't connect to my Mac Mini, but it connects to my old computer. So I don't know. Just whatever. Hey, Fitz Factor. I decided here. I'll put your comment on screen. Well, running a Kickstarter for Phobos 2, the second volume. So I need to do some promotion for it. I need to do marketing. So that's why that's really the reason I'm streaming. I don't like the stress of streaming, so I kind of avoid it, I think, nowadays. I want to draw with peace of mind instead of wondering what everyone's thinking as they watch me. And all the social media, trying to notify people and see how many people viewed it and stuff. It's all unnecessary or extra kind of things to think about. And so I kind of like just going for it, without having to worry about streaming. But I know streaming's good. It's like the only way I can connect with people too, because I'm like literally sitting here by myself drawing. I mean, I can show stuff to my wife, but she's not really interested in comics. Oops. So yeah, I have a Phobos campaign, so I need to talk about it. I have a Phobos Volume 2 campaign. It's actually ran through Titan Press. Links in the description. And we're doing the second hardcover of Phobos, another 300 pages, which is all done. And so this is actually for Volume 3 right now that I'm working on. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. And I haven't been able to work on it for the last... I haven't touched it for about a month because my computer crashed, and so it was kind of an ordeal to get everything back, all my files back. It was pretty stressful to kind of almost lose everything. Not everything, but I would have lost a lot, like months worth of work. And so that really put a damper on me being excited about working until I got everything back up and running. But now I think I'm in a good spot. Excuse me. Now I bought a NAS, a network attached storage, with those big old hard drives. And so now I have everything backed up, or I'm working off of my NAS now. So I don't think I'll have the same problems that I had with just having everything on one computer and then trying to have random drives and stuff like that. That was a nightmare. I feel like I've finally cleaned up my digital life because of that computer crash. So in a way, it's kind of good. Oops, I'm not thinking as I draw. That shouldn't be that. There. I need to think as I draw, otherwise it defeats the purpose. I don't know if I like that. I don't like this. It's clearer that way. I don't know if that's clearer. All right, comments. Yeah, I like using it to kickstart a session. I'm definitely slower when streaming. Yeah. My goodness. It like makes me almost not, it makes me lock up to where I don't even want to work, because I'm like, this is not going to be a good page to stream to. Oh no, if I can't figure this out live, then I'm an idiot. My wife seems feels the same way. Yeah. That's a common theme, unless your wife also makes comics. Good luck in the new Phobos campaign. Thanks, Kevin. I recommend your books to anyone who will listen. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm happy that we're able to continue the hardcovers, because I didn't know if I would be able to do it. I was toying with, doing a campaign, and I just wasn't. What was going on? I was like almost ready to launch one, but the logistics were just so difficult for me to figure out, and it was so time intensive that I was debating if I should, and so and then I was working on this deal with Titan Comics in the background, and it wasn't final, so I didn't know if, when that would happen. And so when they wanted to partner with me on it, and Macroverse would handle the logistics, I was like, okay, I think I can justify it now, but it's really, to me, it's really about the partnership with Titan and Macroverse, because they're going to republish all my old books. And so that's really exciting for me, because it's all my old books are out of print pretty much. I went and got the last of them from my distributor, so I don't even know if you can buy them on Amazon anymore. I don't think there's many left on Amazon, if there are any left. Definitely not Phobos. Phobos was never released anywhere except for through me and a Kickstarter. But so anyway, I'm excited that Titan Comics is going to republish my books, and so they're kind of helping with the Kickstarter, but it's not really a Titan Comics book. It's still my book. It's still a Coffee Table Comics version, the Kickstarter. And then next year, the plan is that they'll release all of Phobos through Titan Press, and it will be kind of the mass market version. So that's cool, and so that's been giving me the fire under my butt to keep working on it. That's part of the reason why I was working on it all year. And I finished the second volume pretty quickly. It was because of knowing that was in the works. So that would mean Phobos is actually going to be my first officially published comic. Because yes, I self-published my own books, but this will be the first time a publisher has published one of my personal books that wasn't commissioned or something like that. And it's surprising to me that will be Phobos, so that's really cool. And then sorry, I'm just thinking as I can't draw and talk, guys. And then after they release Phobos, it'll be the whole story through through Titan Comics. The plan is to Remind and republish Sithra through them as more of a mass market thing. Hopefully I'm being loud enough, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Keep forgetting I can just hit the little, I don't even know what button it is to turn my brush into an eraser. I'm so used to just going up and finding the eraser. Ugh. That works good. I don't know. It's. I guess it's okay. This character I'm still kind of figuring out. I just started drawing her yesterday. What? Keep looking for the eraser. Stupid. Sorry. There. I kind of designed her years ago, many moons ago, but I never drew her more than for one drawing on a model sheet, and as I drew her now, I was like, oh, it'd be better if I do this, and it'd be better if I do that. So it's kind of a figuring her out as I draw these pages. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. All right, let's see what the people say. Kevin says, whatever happened to the shapeshifting comic you were working on for your Patreon? It is still in the works. Since Phobos was so much further along, and I kept getting people asking when's the next Phobos book come out, I just realized I need to just finish one thing at a time. And so I kind of put the brakes on the Call Me Hello one, the Shapeshifter one. Just because, and there was some story things in it that I wasn't sure about too, that kind of made me grind to a halt. I was like, okay, I really need to rethink this to make sure it's working the way I think it is, instead of just plugging forward and not looking back. And so between that and thinking I really need to just finish Phobos, it kind of got me working on Phobos again. And then especially when Titan Comics was interested in putting out Phobos, I was like, okay, I can't have two comics that are halfway done that I work on both at the same time. It's not going to work. And so I was like, I just need to, which one can I finish? Which one do I have the most done that I need to finish first? And I decided on Phobos. And that was kind of what my heart was into most too. And I felt like I had the story more figured out. Whereas the Shapeshifter one, there was some things I needed to work out. And I think I've worked out the things in the Shapeshifter one, which might mean I have to go back and tweak just a little bit of the story. Not much, but so yeah, that's what's going on with that one. It's still happening. When is the question? I don't know. There's a good chance most likely I'll work on it after Phobos, right? The only reason I say I don't know, the only reason I might have a hesitation in my voice is because there's a lot of other things going on. Like my wife and I started this nonprofit, and it's it has to do with the Philippines, and so we're trying to do grant writing for that, and we're trying to, we're going over there, going back and forth, and so it's eating up my time. Sounds like it's a bad thing, but it's consuming a lot more of my time now, the more it grows, which is exciting, but it just doesn't have anything to do with comics. And so I kind of use my time here in America to focus on stuff like my comic work, and then I'll focus on stuff over there when I'm over there. I don't know. It sounds like I make it sound like I'm running back and forth, but I'm not, but we do have a big trip planned for a couple months, which means I won't be working on Phobos or anything. I'll be hiking up mountains. So anyway. So things are definitely, life is moving forward in different ways that I did not expect. I'll just say that. Because I don't know the future. But if this non-profit thing grows, if it keeps growing like it has been, then I could see that becoming a more of a priority than comics, surprisingly. So I know no one wants to hear that, because then it means no more streams. No. What? Come on, just do it. Sorry. Oh, jeez, I keep pushing the wrong button. I guess that's kind of working. She has one of those, what are they called? Corsets? Is it a corset? Is that what that's called? To kind of hold her together. Let's see. Let's go back to the comments. You finally make the switch to CSP. You know what? I need to. This is another reason I have to finish Phobos. It's because I started it with Photoshop, and I have all the brushes that just look like Phobos and stuff, and the way I do it and everything. And so I tried importing my brushes to Clip Studio, and it just wouldn't draw the same. I couldn't get it to like draw the same grittiness and to match exactly. You know, obviously I don't have to do it exactly, but it just made me go, okay, I'll just finish Phobos, and then as soon as Phobos is done, I'm going to kill Photoshop. I'm gonna kill. I gotta be careful. I'm going to stop using Photoshop and finally delete it and get rid of it. You know, all the Adobe products, and because Photoshop's really the last thing. And now that I don't have to do the actual InDesign stuff with my books, since Titan Comics is going to do my books, I don't think I'll need InDesign either. And so, that's another reason I want to get done with Phobos, so I can just finally stop paying that price. You know, I have always every time they raise the price, I always go to cancel it, and then they give me the super cheap deal for another year, and then I'll take that for like 25 bucks or something. Um, so for Adobe. So anyway, I'm super annoyed that I have to still use it, but sorry. I mean, not sorry. I'm still using it, but I still have Clip Studio just waiting for me. It's just longing for me to use it again, and I'm longing to use it again. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm excited for both. Happy to see you working on comics. Thanks, Kevin. I'm really excited about the merger. For some reason, I think the Sithra books are going to translate really good to a little manga size 200-page mangas, and instead of 6 books, it'll be like 5. Kind of recounted how the pages will go, and so it'll be five manga books at 200 pages each. I guess it'll still be colored and stuff, from what I understand. But I think that's going to look really nice, and I think it'll finally be the right price point too, because the Sitzer books were so expensive. And Fuzzy, did you say you were sending invites? I haven't yet. Once I started trying to work on the stream, I realized I'm just going to go solo, but I'm going to try to stream a bunch in the next couple weeks, this week and next week and the week after, while the Kickstarter's live. And so I'm going to send out invites, most likely tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but Wednesday I'll plan on streaming, so I'll send you an invite, Fuzzy, and some other people, the usuals. Really happy for you, Jason. I know you had a rough couple of years, so it's cool to see where God's brought you from that. Yes, it has been. The last couple of years have been really good. I mean, yeah, the last 5 years have been rough, but I don't know. I think I'm very excited and encouraged about where I see God taking, turning my life in this direction that it's going. So, and I love that I'm making comics, and I still have plans for future comics. I think the thing I'm most excited about in the comics world now for me is something that is something I've mentioned to my patrons, so you might know what I'm talking about. I just haven't mentioned it publicly, but it's something I'm going to try to do without any strings attached, meaning no publishing deals, no like trying to lock in funding. I'll just try to do it as a hobby comic. That way it can be as good as it should be, and without any worrying about pleasing anyone, not even worrying about selling it, if that makes sense. Because of the subject matter, I just want it to be I want it to be right, So I'm not talking about Call Me Hella, but something after that. I think it will be my big life's work as far as comics goes. That doesn't mean it will be massive. I don't know. Maybe it will be, and it might take me forever to do it. I don't know. So I definitely have comics in mind, specifically one comic in mind. But regardless, of what happens in the Philippines and stuff, I still want to do that. But yeah, what's weird is like I've changed I feel like I have a new kind of direction in life I feel like it's more exciting than anything else I've ever done. So, and that has to do with this nonprofit. So anyway, I don't know where I'll be in 5 years. I guess that's how life is for everybody. Just kind of see what happens, right? Because comics is hard. It's hard to like make a living from it. So, especially as an indie comic maker. and I feel like I've been lucky to be able to make a living from it. And even so, it's hard, you know. Like I don't have a savings account, you know. Like what? Are you crazy? So not like not like that's the key to happiness, but I just because I've made so little money, even though I've been successful with comics independently. It's like, man, I'm 50. I need to figure out how to retire now. So who knows? I laugh, ha ha ha. But it is something I need to figure out. I mean, I have a plan. I'm not saying I'm not doing anything, but um, and I don't know. You know, I've I've thought about doing other things, like completely other things. Thought about going back into animation, like if it comes down just to the money, you know. But I don't want to work for Hollywood anymore. I feel like that's a very clear thing in my mind, and that God's made clear to me is like no more Hollywood. Um, it's not it's not worth it. It's like beautifying. It's like putting makeup on a prostitute. You know, like no, yeah, I know I could make her look pretty, but I don't want to seduce people with my work in that way. You know, so that's what Hollywood feels like to me. So okay, I should probably keep. Well, maybe I should look at these comments. Let's see. Stopped using Photoshop a long time ago, and I use Clip Studio Paint. Good. That's what I want to do in the future. That's what I'm gonna do. I like sketching on the iPad with Procreate a little bit, and so I can see myself sketching on Procreate, um, or still in a sketchbook, and then using Clip Studio to do all the finishes. I have the big Cithra hardcovers. They're gorgeous. Well, thank you. Yes, I'm really proud of them. I really like how they turned out. Um, it's just hard to like. It's even hard to give them to people. You know, you walk up to them. Here's this gift, and it's like this giant, heavy like box set, and they're like, "Ugh, I don't have space." You know, so okay, I need to stop talking. Now I say I don't want to have anything to do with Hollywood, but if any of my stuff gets picked up by Hollywood, then hey, that's a different story. I still have an option for Cithra to be made into a TV show or movie or something. It's still active, so if something happens with that, that's cool. I'll be happy. But I kind of think they'll still Frankenstein it together, turn it into something completely different than what Cithra is about. And then I'll like want to disassociate from the name Cithra. I'll be like, it's not that I didn't do anything with Cithra. I had nothing to do with Cithra, guys. The whole world knows it as some sick, twisted Hollywood perversion, and it's super popular for the wrong reasons. Phobos' character design is so weird. It's like I kind of have to make him up every time I draw him. It's kind of like that old show Ren and Stimpy. The guy who created it. I hear from the artists that the guy who created it would say, "Don't ever draw the same picture of Ren and Stimpy. I want every time you draw them it to look different." And that was like their challenge, and that's what made it so fun to watch, I think. You guys, I wasn't even going to stream for more than a half an hour. Look at this, it's 1:30. It's because of the technical difficulties. I wasted so much time on technical difficulties that I feel like I have to stream. I gotta get it done. Goodness, it's so sloppy. Is that the right arm? No, it's not. It's this. Darn it. Okay. I don't mind sloppy drawings as long as they're not too ugly. Like some of my favorite drawings are really fast, sloppy drawings that still look good. Those are my favorite, I think. Because it kind of shows a certain level of skill. If you can draw something really fast and sloppy, and it still looks accurate or right or readable, then that's a really cool thing. Oh darn it! Now I changed the arm, so it's. Could add some. I could just put that back there. And that still works. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you back in the book. And my goal is to finish this left page. And then I'll stop streaming for today. But I will be back. I hope that's clear enough. Keep adding to it. Our arm gets longer and longer. Oops, I got 2 layers. 3 layers. Oops, brush. Instead of blood, it's dust. My dad is here. His eyes don't look very good here. All right. I think that works. And then now we focus on Ninik and Frank. Okay. Save. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna stop this stream because it already went way longer than I thought. But that's good. I got everything working this time, so that was the hope. So I think I know how to add people. I have to use my old junky computer, not junky, my old schizophrenic computer to have people come on, and that's where my sound comes from. And then I use my new computer to screen share. That's what I do. So anyway, so Fuzzy, I will send you an invite at least Wednesday. So I'll send you an email, and everybody else who usually gets them too. So that's that. And even you, Austin. Thanks, buddy. And it's nice. It is good to be streaming again. The thing I miss the most is just hanging out with people and kind of catching up. I don't miss the stress of drawing in front of people. But hey, it's okay. It's part of the job. All right, guys. I will see you either tomorrow or Wednesday. All right. Thanks for watching.